Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Arthur Ashe. There are moments in life when we stand frozen before a journey, convinced we're not good enough, not ready enough, not worthy enough yet. But the truth is, no one ever truly feels enough before they begin. The path to growth has never demanded perfection, only that very first step. Start where you are, like planting a seed in the exact patch of earth beneath your feet. Even if the soil is dry and cracked or low and waterlogged, only by burying it do you discover whether it will sprout. The miracle doesn't lie in where you stand, but in daring to begin. Use what you have, a gentle reminder that life never asks you to arrive with treasure chests in hand. Even the smallest thing you possess can become a sharp arrow if you know how to draw the bow. An old pen can write a book. A simple idea can change a destiny. A tiny spark of faith can work wonders. Do what you can means every day just move forward a little, even if it's barely noticeable, like the faint light of dawn, weak yet strong enough to chase away the night. No one expects you to do everything. Just do what you can, right now, today. And little by little, those small efforts weave themselves into a wide, open road. Life doesn't wait for perfect conditions. Life only hands the path to those willing to walk. So begin right here, right now, from exactly where you stand, with exactly what you have, and with everything you're capable of giving. That is how every great journey is born. Believing you can do something means you've already walked half the distance. Theodore Roosevelt. Belief is the first step, yet also the most crucial one. Imagine standing at the start of a long, winding road full of challenges. The light at the end, still too far to see, but the moment you believe you can reach it, a quiet lamp ignites inside your chest, warm enough to melt doubt, bright enough to guide your will forward. Belief isn't magic, yet it works like magic. It quickens tired feet. It strengthens a heart that was ready to give up. Trusting yourself is an invisible map. Even when storms rage, it keeps you from losing your way. And when you believe, you're no longer stuck at the starting line. You're already deep into the journey, because the most important half isn't the miles ahead, but the courage to move. Guard your belief the way you would guard a fragile seedling. Water it with hope. Shield it with determination. Nourish it with small daily actions. When you believe you can, the world quietly begins opening doors you never noticed before. You don't need to see the entire road to keep walking. Just believe you can, and that alone is your first victory. Life doesn't give you everything you dream of, but it gives you the right to dream and the right to make it real. Life isn't a genie, nor a servant waiting to hand you every wish on a silver tray. It simply hands you an empty sky and leaves it to you to paint the stars. Dreams don't fall like sudden rain. They grow from the things we choose to believe in, chase, and refuse to abandon. Some dreams feel forever out of reach. Some desires life withholds. Yet the miracle is this: life always grants us the right to dream, and even more beautifully, it grants us the power to turn dreams into reality with our own two hands. You cannot choose where you were born, but you can choose the direction you walk next. You cannot choose everything that happens, but you can choose how you respond. You cannot choose everything you're given, but you can choose who you decide to become. Dreams are seeds. Life won't plant them for you, but it gives you soil, sky, rain, and sunlight. Whether they sprout, that part is yours alone. Life is fair in its own strange way. It doesn't hand you everything, but it hands you the chance to create everything. Only when we dare to dream, dare to walk, and dare to persevere do we discover that the real miracle was never the size of the dream, but the heart strong enough to chase it. What could be more meaningful than helping an unhappy person realize they are not unhappy? Sometimes happiness isn't found in what we receive, but in what we help someone else feel. And of all the gifts life lets us give, perhaps the most beautiful is helping a lost soul rediscover the light inside their own heart. Many people aren't truly unhappy. They're just temporarily blinded by pain, trials, loss, or things left incomplete, like someone standing before a fogged mirror, seeing only smudges and forgetting the glass is still clear beneath. All it takes is one gentle hand to wipe away the haze, and suddenly they see the strong, beautiful person they've always been. Helping someone realize they are not unhappy isn't about changing their circumstances. It's about changing their perspective, not pulling them out of darkness, but lighting a small flame inside so they can walk out themselves. Not grand speeches, but a quiet tenderness that says, "I see you, I hear you, I understand." When we do that, we hand them something they may have searched a lifetime for. The belief that their life is still worth living, the belief that they still matter, the belief that pain is not the end, but part of the journey, and above all, the belief that they are not alone. Nothing is nobler than awakening in someone the feeling that they are still fortunate, still hopeful, still allowed to be happy. It's not just kindness, it's touching another human soul. In this vast world, if you can make even one person see they are not unhappy, you have given them a gift that time itself cannot fade. There are no hopeless situations, only people who have grown hopeless about them. A difficult situation is not a period at the end of the sentence. It's a comma, a sharp bend that forces us to slow down, look closer, and grow stronger. But when despair takes root, every road ahead seems to vanish, even though the paths are still there. Despair is a black veil over the eyes, convincing us we stand at the edge of an abyss when one brave step forward would reveal the light. Life has never imprisoned anyone. Only fear, exhaustion, and unhealed wounds make us lock ourselves inside a box labeled powerless. Open the door of faith, and every dead end can become a new turn. Circumstances may knock us down, but they cannot decide whether we stay down. Don't let your heart's fire die just because the wind outside is fierce. Remember, as long as hope still burns, no situation can drown you. And when you stand resilient, what once looked hopeless becomes the very step that lifts you higher. We often judge others by our own standards, yet spend our whole lives trying to live up to everyone else's. We humans are walking paradoxes. We measure others against the ruler. We crafted ourselves full of rules, ideals, and what we believe is right. We quickly judge when someone doesn't fit our mold. Yet when we look at our own lives, we're trapped inside molds built by others. That's the very human contradiction. We want others to live the way we wish, yet we ourselves don't dare live the way we truly want. Like standing before a blurred mirror, others appear crystal clear, while our own reflection stays hazy and confusing. Society builds countless templates. Succeed like this, be happy like that, fit in or be rejected. And quietly, we shrink our dreams to fit the frames others drew. Judging others is easy. Living true to yourself is hard, because living for yourself demands courage. Courage to be different, to disappoint some, to protect your one and only soul. Before measuring others by your own yardstick, ask whether you've lived up to the measure of your own heart. If you keep chasing everyone else's expectations, you'll lose the right to be you. But if you live by what you believe, you'll find the freedom people search for all their lives. In the game of life, before you receive anything, you must first give something. Zig Ziglar. Life runs on a subtle law we sometimes forget. Everything of value begins with giving. No seed sprouts until it lets go of its shell. No sail catches the wind without leaving the stillness of the harbor. Everyone wants to receive love, opportunity, support, success. But life isn't a gift box. It's a perfectly balanced scale. Want knowledge? Give time. Want health? Give discipline. Want beautiful relationships? Give sincerity. Want success? Give effort, sweat, and sometimes sleepless nights. Giving is not losing. It's trading something small for something greater. The finite for the infinite. In this game, the winners aren't the best takers. They're the boldest givers. Of value, of love, of persistence, of faith in themselves. Life will repay you fairly, and often in the most unexpected ways. Like the wind, only when it leaves its resting place can it bring coolness to the world. Like light, only when it shines does darkness flee. And like you, only when you dare to give what you have will life hand you what you deserve. Everyone may have different reasons for living their own life. You can't assume all those reasons are the same. Kevin Spacey. People are like stars in the night sky. From far away, they look alike. But up close, each shines in its own unique way. Every heart carries a private story, a hidden pain, a burning desire, a journey no one else can fully understand. Yet we often forget and judge others through our own narrow frame. We criticize their different choices, blame them for not living as we think they should. But behind every action, every decision, lies an entire world we've never walked through. Some choose peace because they've survived storms. Some choose risk because they refuse a quiet life. Some pick simple jobs to keep family first. Some chase huge dreams because they believe we only live once. No two reasons are identical. No two lives are identical. We are only passers-by in each other's stories, catching fleeting glimpses, yet quick to forget that behind those glimpses stretch long, winding roads. Since we don't live anyone else's life, we have no right to define or lump together the reasons they choose to live it. Instead of judging, learn to understand. Instead of imposing, learn to respect, because everyone carries reasons only they know best. Life is beautiful because it is full of color. People are beautiful because they are different. And maturity arrives when we embrace those differences with a wider heart. When you have too many choices, you don't know what you want. When you finally know what you need, the choices are gone. Life can be strangely ironic. When we're young, countless doors stand open: what to study, what job, whom to love, where to go. Everything feels possible. And that very abundance leaves the heart confused. Too many choices don't make us stronger. They make us lost, like standing at a misty crossroads where every path looks beautiful. So we hesitate, unsure which way to turn. Then one day, after collisions, wounds, and growth, clarity finally arrives. No more fog, no more chasing noise. We know exactly what we must hold on to, what we cannot lose. Yet here's the twist. When the heart finally sees clearly, life no longer offers a buffet of options. Perhaps because by the time we know what we need, we've walked far and left many doors closed behind us. Or perhaps maturity teaches us that choices were always an illusion. What matters is the determination to keep what truly counts. Too many choices breed hesitation. Knowing what you need breeds willingness to sacrifice. And when you're ready to sacrifice, you no longer need 1,000 doors, just the one that's right. Having endless options is not freedom. Knowing what you need is freedom. Sometimes, limitation is a blessing, reminding us that more isn't always better, and less isn't always lack. True maturity begins the moment you know exactly what you need, even if life leaves you only one door to walk through. It's better to dare greatly and accept the consequences than to stand watching and regret doing nothing for the rest of your life. Life doesn't punish us for failing. It punishes us for hesitating. Nothing weighs heavier than the quiet ache of what if, a regret that can follow us to the grave. We can forget failures, but we rarely forget the chances we let slip away. Daring means stepping out of the safe zone, where everything is familiar, yet nothing ever grows. It's the moment your heart flutters, Your palms cool, yet your feet still move forward, because if you never try, you stay frozen. If you never leap, you'll never know how far you could have flown. Try and fail. At worst, you hurt once. Never try, you sentence yourself to a lifetime of pain. Daring gives you a chance. Failing gives you wisdom. Doing nothing steals every possibility of change. Like standing at the ocean's edge, you can fear the waves and step back, but you'll never know how cool the water feels unless you dare to touch it. Like loving someone, you can fear the hurt, but if you never reach out, you'll never discover how much love your heart can hold. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward, even while afraid. Only those who dare to step, to act, to fall, get to meet the stronger version of themselves waiting on the other side. Better to risk once and know you truly lived than to play it safe forever and never begin. Excellence is never an accident. It is the result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, skillful execution, and the vision to see opportunity in obstacles. Excellence doesn't drop from the sky as a random gift of fate. It is the long journey of those who refuse to live superficially, refuse to stand still, refuse to surrender. It's a mountain seen from afar, majestic and grand. But to reach the summit, you must climb every rock, face every gust, endure every trial the onlookers never witness. High intention. The moment the mind refuses to be scattered by trivial distractions, like sunlight focused through a lens, when it gathers in one place, it can set even a tiny point ablaze. Excellence begins with pouring your whole heart into one thing, no matter how small or large. Sincere effort, not just getting it done, but doing it thoroughly. Not trying for a day, but persisting day after day. Not because you must, but because you long to be better than yesterday. That quiet effort flows like a small stream, yet over thousands of years, it carves grand canyons. Intelligent direction. Hard work alone isn't enough. You must work in the right direction, like rowing across the sea. Strength matters, but knowing your destination matters more. Skillful execution. No one is born masterful. Every gifted hand was once clumsy. Behind every graceful skill lie thousands of attempts, hundreds of mistakes, countless corrections. Vision in obstacles. The extraordinary don't see walls. They see hidden doors behind them. They don't see setbacks. They see chances to rise higher. That vision turns thorns into stepping stones, failures into lessons, obstacles into fuel. When you're young, if you don't dare to do crazy things, you'll have nothing to smile about when you're older. We weren't born to walk a perfectly straight, measured, safe road. Youth is a vast, windy field where you can run, fall, laugh, try, fail, and start again. Those crazy moments, a reckless decision, an unplanned trip, a fierce love, a choice no one else understood, become the treasure chest of memories you'll carry to the end. When adulthood arrives with its demands for responsibility and calm, you'll realize the days that make us smile aren't the safe ones. They're the days we lived with all our fire. Youth doesn't come twice, but it leaves glittering scars, proof that once we were reckless, dreamy, and burned brightly. Don't live as if you'll get a second spring. Try, fail, try again, and live large enough that one day, when your hair is touched with frost, you can sit back, smile, and say, I once lived with everything I had. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Confucius. Life is like a clear mountain stream, gentle, cool, flowing naturally. Yet we keep tossing in boulders, dead branches, and fallen leaves, then wonder why the water turns murky and slow. We fear things that may never happen. We compare ourselves to others over dreams that belong only to our own hearts. We race in competitions no one forced us to enter. We build burdens ourselves, then exhaust ourselves carrying them, when in truth, happiness lives in the smallest things. Peace lives in the simplest moments. Joy can be an unhurried afternoon, a perfectly seasoned meal, someone to trust, or a deep sleep after a long day. Life isn't complicated. We just think too much, want too much, fear too much. Let go of a few expectations. Loosen your grip, slow your steps, and you'll see life is still as gentle as it was in the beginning. Simplicity is life's quiet gift to us. We just forget to unwrap it. Those who laugh easily also cry easily. And when they are most broken, they fall silent. Life is strange. The people who smile the brightest often carry the most sensitive hearts. Their laughter is the mirror of a soul wide open, full of love and gratitude for every fleeting joy. Yet that same sensitivity lets pain cut deeper, lets small losses bring tears, lets hurt linger. And when life becomes too cruel, when everything seems shattered, they don't scream or blame. They grow quiet. Their silence isn't weakness. It's the understanding that words sometimes aren't enough to heal or change reality. They retreat inward, where the heart still beats, still holds the strength to rise and walk again. Those who laugh easily, cry easily, and fall silent in deepest pain are the ones who live most fully with their emotions. They love deeply, grieve deeply, and grow profoundly. They are calm lakes on the surface, but beneath runs a powerful current, alive, resilient, brimming with hidden life. Never judge someone by their smile or their tears alone. Sometimes silence is their greatest show of strength. And these sensitive hearts, the ones who laugh and cry so freely, are often the ones who feel life most intensely, love most completely, and leave the deepest marks on everyone fortunate enough to know them.